So, yes, so a little bit between the scenery, just because I've got the whole house to myself for today. And it's nice to just not have any distractions. I can do what I want, where I want, and I want and stuff. So there we are. So yes, so this video today is, I just feel as if there is not a lot of positivity in the world. And I know I've done videos like this before, like, and challenges to be like, go out and compliment someone a day, or go out and leave little post-it notes about, and stuff like that, of like positive messages. Because and this was years ago, because this is what Carrie Fletcher did. So I was like, do what she says, go out and leave a post-it note. If you're on the bus, leave a post-it note saying, have a good day. And yes, it was a good idea, but it just didn't take on, did it? So, hey ho, that's just how the cookie crumbles. So I thought, maybe it would be a good idea just to have like a little chit chat, a little discussion on things that are going on in the world, and how I deal with being positive. How I try to spread positivity into the world. And I believe that if like people just take the moment and just be like, nice, just be a nice person. It doesn't take much, you know. It's not like as if it's gonna drain your body of like everything it has, just cause for you just to be nice, you know what I mean? And I get it, for some people it's really hard to be nice, and I get it, I really do. Because sometimes it's hard for me to be nice, because sometimes people just annoy me so much, and sometimes I get irritated. Me, like, so if I'm feeling this way, people must feel like that as well. And some people feel like that all the time, and it's okay, but like, there's a difference between think, oh, for goodness sake, would you just shut up? You're driving us crazy. They're actually saying it. You like, be like, I mean, it's good to voice what you're thinking and how you're feeling, but there's a way of doing it as well. Like, if someone was just like, I don't know, someone was just saying nasty stuff and it was really driving you crazy, and you're like, for goodness sake, just be like, look at, like, just be calm, cool headed, and just be like, look, is there really any need to go on like that? Is there? I mean, come on, just be nice. Just be nice. Like, I don't know. But sometimes people are just like annoy it, and it's over the littlest things, especially as a female. Like, sometimes you can get irritated when it's that time of month, or just in general. Sometimes you get irritated, and it could be just over the littlest things or the littlest comment. And instead of just being like flipping your lid and be like storming off and be like, for goodness sake, you're driving us crazy, you're so irritating, just be like, look, this is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. Like, fair enough. I know you're not doing anything or anything, but, and then just be like, look, today I'm feeling very irritated. I'm feeling very vulnerable. Can you just not say that, or can you just not do that? I would really appreciate it. Instead of being like, why are you biting your nails, for Christ's sake? The sound is doing us, it's driving us mad. Why? Why are you doing that? Just be like, look, can you not bite your nails because the noise is like, come on. Like, there's tones, and that's just one example. But also, like, it's just approach with people as well. Like, I try to just, like, I'm not going to go around and, like, total random stranger that passes us by in Asda or something like that and be like, oh, hello, I love your shoes. Look at your shoes. They're fabulous. Oh my goodness, I love your jacket. Oh, where'd you get it from? Oh my god, girl, you're working it. I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to be like that. But it sometimes just takes a smile. When someone makes eye contact with you, just smile. Just smile. I know it sounds crazy, but just that little bit of smiling at someone, it's like, I'm sure I've mentioned this in the vlog, where it's like scientifically proven that if you smile at someone, or if you smile at yourself in the mirror, like if you smile at yourself in the mirror, or you smile in general, it makes you happy, because like your face is like smiling, so your head's like, oh, she's happy. So if you smile at someone and they say that, and they're going to be like, oh, that person's happy, I'm happy now. It's kind of like a yawn. You know, when you're talking to someone and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, but they've yawned. Or you see somebody yawning on like the metro or something like that, and you're like, it's catchable, because it's contagious. Like when you're laughing in public, or you're laughing at work, like some people like start laughing with you, because it's contagious. It's been proven that it's contagious. Like it's like the coronavirus. It's very contagious, right? So if you're smiling at someone, or say hi to someone, be like, hi, are you all right? Or hiya. Even if you don't know them, they're going to be thinking, maybe they're thinking, who's that total bonkers stranger person? Do I know them? Or they're going to be thinking, oh, that's nice of them to say hiya. You know what I mean? Like, it just takes a second out of your day. Like, everyone, sometimes I've got a bit of a resting bitch face. Like, I can't help it. Like, it's my face. So, I try a lot. Like, I've been told a lot to be like, oh, cheer up, man. Cheer up, man. Put a smile on it. So, and that was a lot of my childhood. And a lot of it was my grandma telling us to pull up my pants. And then when I did pull them up too high, she'd be like, why are you pulling up your pants that high, man? I'd be like, because when I was little, you always used to tell us to pull up your pants. You know? So, or pick up your feet. It wasn't my grandma. My mum, or it was my mum would be like, oh, Shannon, pick up your feet. And I'd be like, okay. So now and then I'm like, I march about. So, but a lot of the time I used to be told, oh, put a smile and a cheer up. And I'd be like, I'm happy, but it's just my face. So I make it a point to be like, when I'm out in public, I make sure I smile at everyone, because I don't want people to be like, oh, thinking, oh, she's miserable. Because if someone has to comment on it and they're saying that my face is miserable, and they're probably, oh, for goodness sake, would you put a smile on it? They must be thinking, oh, she looks miserable, so I'm feeling miserable, so I've got to say something to her. So if you're smiling, I'm like, when I'm out and about and I smile at someone, if I look at someone and people make eye contact, and it's just a, like, push me little trolley or hold me little basket, I say something a bit, you know, it doesn't hurt. Or, hey, yeah, you're alright. You know what I mean? How did that make you feel? If I'm smiling like this, and I go, hiya, you alright? Makes you feel a little happy, doesn't it? I mean, I know I make you feel happy. That's what Mum said. So, it just takes a second, and like 80% of the time, people smile back. So, like, sometimes you get like a miserable so-and-so that doesn't smile back. But if it's 80% of the people, it must be working, you know what I mean? Like, some people might be thinking, oh, they might go home and be like, oh, you know what, it was nice of that girl to just smile at us, or to say hi to us, wasn't it? You know what I mean? And like, we've done a couple of backpacks with Jeremy's Theatre Company. We've done a couple of backpacks. Or, for example, when people are coming through, obviously you've got to be like, hiya, do you want your bag packed and stuff like that. The tone of things is so much better, because people are like, I noticed like when I was going, hiya, how you doing? Do you want your bag packed? Their faces changed. and it's so, I know it sounds stupid, but their faces change from, oh, no, it's fine, or, I go on then, you know what I mean? Because your tone's so much nicer and you're approachable. Or even if they don't want their bags packed, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's fine, it's fine. And then if they were doing it, I'll be like, oh, thank you so much, have a nice day. Like, even if it's have a nice day, you know, and I feel as if a lot of shopkeepers, a lot of people that work the tills could learn a little thing or two. And I'm not saying that as a bad person, I'm not saying everybody does it, but sometimes you go to the shop and they're like, you want help with your packing? And a couple of times I heard a couple of old people being like, can you slow down a little bit, please? You're going a bit too fast. And it's just like, and I get it, because sometimes you're just like, oh, for goodness sake, I don't want to be here. And I get it, but it's all about customer service, right? It's all about customer service. When I'm at work, whoever comes from the door, I'm like, hiya, how you doing? And I'll be like, oh, and when they're going, I'll be like, oh, see you later, have a nice day. Like, it just takes like a second, and it's kind of like a trigger in your head to be like, oh, it's so nice. Oh yeah, oh, I will have a nice day. And they'll go out and they'll have a nice day because you've just said that. But yes, just consider it. Like, if I was a shopkeeper, I'd be wanting to know everything about people because I'm a nosy person. But just strike up a conversation, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like, oh, so how's your dog? Did you take it to the vet? Oh, how's your sister now? Is she alright? I know she had a bit of a cold the other week. You don't have to be like that. You just be like, oh, hello, how you doing? How's your day been? Be like, oh yeah. Because there's plenty of times where I've been in the shop and I haven't had a full on conversation with someone, but like we've had a little bit of like, you know, like the shopkeeper will be like, oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, this is nice. This is nice. I might buy this myself. Like, if I'm shopping for clothes, I'll be like, oh yeah, it's really nice. I love the colour. And they'll be like, is it for you? Is it treat yourself or something? And you'll be like, oh yeah, I've just treat myself. I'm going out or something like that. And they'll be like, oh nice, where you going? It takes seconds to strike up conversation. It doesn't take much. It doesn't have to be on a full conversation. But if you're going, oh, how you doing? How you feeling today? Well, that's rubbish, isn't it? And I know, like, adults and that, you don't want to be talking about weather or anything, but it's also nice to just talk to someone because you don't know what people are going through, and especially like I know what I have to go through, so I understand that a lot of people are going through at the same time, and I'm like this kind of like happy bubbly person, but that doesn't mean that I'm going through hell. You know what I mean? Like, so just be nice, because like I say, there's plenty of times where I've been in the shop or I've been in the shop with my mum, and the person like not selling, but like doing the till was just like going out their way to like have a conversation. You'd be like, and we've walked away and be like, oh, they were nice, wasn't it? It's been nice for them to talk to her and that. Or my mum will go, or like if there's somebody talking, she'll go, he was a nice lad, wasn't he? She was a nice lass, wasn't she? And it's like, because you've been nice and it's approachable and it's like customer service and you're being like approached, and you know what I mean? It's like the tone of things. But it's not just shopping. I'm not saying that shopkeepers are making the world a bad place. I'm not saying that. I'm just using that as an example. Like, you can take that into your day. And like, some people, like, I'd be like at the bus stop well, I don't really get the bus anymore, but when I used to get the bus, and I'll be like, and be sitting next to it. And I guarantee if no person at the bus stop, they'll want to talk to you. Because that's their generation, that's what they've done. Like, their generation will leave the front door open, come for a cup anytime you like. You know what? Now you've got to lock your doors because you don't know who's wandering around the streets. But yes, like my grandma used to have a best friend that did fall out, but they had, like, she used to live in a cul-de-sac. I don't know if everyone uses the term cul-de-sac, but it's kind of like houses that are like that, and like normally like bit of yard, a bit of grass is in the middle. But and she was very close with a lady called Jean who used to live not next door but the house there. So she used to live on the corner, and my grandma used to live here. And I don't know how they become friends. I just feel as if like, because my grandma was kind of like, she was very nosy. She was always this woman, this old lady that would be at the window and she would know everyone that was that she knew everything that was happening in the square. That's what they used to call it, the square. And she was like neighbourhood watch and everything. Or she'll go and she'll push her little bin out and she'll be looking about and be like, oh yeah, you keeping out on this, she would talk to everyone, not even just in the countryside, but along the street. She would know everyone and she would know everything they were going through. But even though she was a little bit of a little git sometimes, but you couldn't help but love her because she knew everyone. Like if I was going to the shops with my grandma, like the shops were just like a little walk and then you'd be at like the shops, it's called the Nook. But and everyone, she would pass, she would be like, oh hiya Margaret, how you doing? I'd be like, oh like, hey grandma, why are you so popular? How does everyone know you? And be like, oh. Sometimes it used to irritate us because I was young when we used to go to the Nook. And every shop she would go to, she would be talking to someone or the shopkeeper because everyone used to just adore her. But anyways, as I was saying, she became friends with this woman, and I'm pretty sure it was because she was nosy. She was nosy, so she was probably nosing about her, and then she'd be like, "Oh yeah." So my grandma used to not only leave the front door or the back door open. My grandma used to always sit in the kitchen a lot of the time, on a chair in the kitchen with her arm on the table with a cup of tea, with watching the little telly with the back door open. And she would leave the back gate open, and she'd be like, "Where's Jean? Jean's not here yet." And Jean would just come walking in. She would never go to Jean's, but Jean used to always come to my grandma's. But it wasn't just Jean, it was anyone, like the kid next door to her who used to walk the dog, used to just come in. I'd be like, oh, she'll be like, oh, if you knock on the door, what are you knocking for? Come on in. I'd be like, oh, I do miss her, but yeah. So that was just an example. This is what happens once I start talking about something. That was an example about what times used to be like back then. So old people just love, it's not because they're nosy, I shouldn't use the term nosy, but it's just because it's their generation and they just want to know about you. But there's times where I've sat at the bus stop and I've been observing, and there's like an old lady or a little old man would be sitting next to someone and be like, oh, it's cold, isn't it? It's cold, oh, I'm cold. And they'd be like, and the person, But I used to be like, and I used to love talking to old people because that's what I do for a living now, isn't it? I used to love talking, not even to old people, but anyone at the bus stop. If someone was talking to me, I would love to know about them because that's just who I am. I mean, I don't know everyone in my square, not in my square, in my street. I don't know Tom, Dick and Harry, but I'm pleasant to them. I'll say hi if I see them and stuff like that. But if anyone talks to me, I'm always talking to them. So if a shopkeeper talks to me, I talk back because I'm thinking, oh, they're interested to know about my day or how I'm feeling. So I talk back to them. So every time, I must just have one of these faces to be honest with you, but every time I used to sit at the bus stop, an old person or a woman or a man used to talk to us, and I'd be there, and for an example, I'd be like, oh, it's cold, isn't it? Oh, I'd be like, and I'm not exaggerating, this is what I used to do, and I'm not just saying that to make it look like a good person, but it's just who I am, right? There was an old lady at the bus stop and she was shivering, she's going, oh, it's Baltic out there, Baltic. It's like cold. Oh, it's Baltic out here, isn't it? And oh, I'm freezing over there. Oh, do you want me gloves? She'll be like, no, it's fine, you have them. I'll be like, you sure? And then I'll be like, yeah. And even though she was a stranger, she held my hand and I held her hand and I talked about her, and she was talking about I learned about that she used to be a nurse and she served in the war and she used to treat all the soldiers and stuff like that. And I learned all this because of a woman and I didn't even know. And then it came to like a little friendship with this woman that every time I would get on the bus home, she'd be on the bus and she'd be like, oh, hello, and she used to like snuggle up to us on the bus. And I remember putting a status on Facebook that she became one of my little favourite old ladies, and I used to actually be excited to see her on the bus. But you could have that little moment with a little old lady, or you can make her day, because a lot of old people these days are so lonely, and all they want to do is talk to someone. And like, I'm not saying, oh, volunteer and be like, oh, I'm coming to see you every Monday, or get this bus so we can have a chat. I'm not saying do that, you know. Just be like, just talk to them, because like, I'm so fascinated with all the residents at the home. I'm so fascinated about them and everything to tell them, and every little story, even if they've told us about like 50 times, I still love hearing it. And it's like, because they've had such a life, like their generation compared to our generation, of all the things that they've done. Like, they've seen the war, they've seen loads, and it's just so fascinating, you know what I mean? It's just so fascinating. But yes, I just feel as if, I know this video's what 20 minutes. Woo! I talked a lot, but yes. So far, a little recap. It's just the smile at people. Just check how they're doing. Just make sure you check on, even if it's on your friend. Just drop them a message and be like, "Oh, how's your day going?" Or if you haven't spoken to someone in a while, just drop them a message. Say how they're doing. Check up on them. You know what I mean? And it just takes seconds out of your day to smile at someone or say hi to someone. So that's that. That's 2 little things you can do to make the world a better place. Do you know that? 2 little things that takes seconds to do. It takes nothing. So I've lost train of thought now. So yes, thinking about things, because a lot of the media, and this video wasn't in purpose of what happened to Caroline Flack, because what happened to her it's sad. It's very sad. But it's not just her. It's a lot of people are suffering because of mental health, and it's because of the media or about what people have said. Like, I said that a lot of my mental health are things that I'm putting myself down because of something that's happened to me years ago. Something that was said to me years ago. So I'm just begging you, when you're thinking of seeing something horrible about someone, just think about it. Please just think about it. Because even if you think, oh my goodness, what is she wearing? Just don't say anything, or just change it into something positive and just be like, oh, you know what, she's rocking that jumper. I don't particularly like it, but she's rocking it. Or tell her, you'd be like, you're rocking that jumper. Or to him, be like, oh, them shoes are horrible. Just be like, oh, them shoes are nice. You know, just because you're thinking the horrible doesn't even have to say it, you know. It just be like, I just wish people could just filter what they're saying. It just, you know what I mean? It's just like, we're putting loads of, like, I've forgotten who said this. I think it was Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift said that she says that I might get 1,000 tweets a day, and all of them are from my fans and saying how they love this song, and they love my performance, they love me, and that they don't know what they would do without my music. But if one little comment was said about one bad comment, should be like, that was the one that made effect on us. And if you imagine how happier people would be if that comment wasn't even said, you know what I mean? Like, Caroline Flack is a perfect example, because yes, I'm saying what she done to her boyfriend or fiance. It was so bad, but I don't even know what she done. I don't even know. Do you even know what I done? Because the media has done this Chinese whispers of chain of it's happened, like, oh, she's abused that boyfriend. He was asleep and she hit him over the head. Like, we don't even know, because we weren't in the room when it happened. Like, the only people that would have known is her boyfriend and Caroline. And like, people have been like, oh, monster, horrible, look at this, look at that. And causing so much hate gets poisoned and it's malicious, that she had to take her own life. Like, why do I have to live in that kind of world? Like, why? Why? Like, a comment was made at work the other day about Philip Schofield, and they says that, and basically what they say is, obviously I'm not going to say who it was said or who said it or anything like that. And the person who said it isn't a nasty person, not at all, but it was something that just came out. And they were like, Philip Schofield, he's come out gay, but why was he hiding himself? It's so selfish. Like, look, like, he's been lying to his wife, he's been lying to his kids. But in my head, I was thinking, yeah, but back then, like, it was such a bad thing. It was like shame. It was a shame to be gay, and people were like, it was like hated. It was hated, and people had to fight so much for equality and their rights to be gay and the love with the love. That's why we have pride. Like, a couple of people will be like, I don't want to see the point of being pride. Yes, you're gay and we'll get it, but why make a big hoo-ha about it? It's because, like, people fought, people risked their lives just so they could love who they wanted to love. In today's society, that's getting more accepted, and people are more open, and people don't really care who you love because love is such a beautiful thing. So he's probably thinking, right, this time is for me now. I'm ready. I'm ready to come out to people. I feel confident enough, and that's what I say. So they'll be like, yeah, I never really thought about it that way. But you've just got to think about things. Like, you can't just judge people, and you can't just hate on people for their choices and their decisions, because we're all allowed to make our own choices, our own decisions, our own opinions. We mightn't agree with everything that people do or say, but that's their choice. That's their right to do that. And I just think like, there was I went to a GB meeting the other day, and we were talking about how we were talking about media actually, and how we can, like, put positive change on things. And one of the leaders talked about an advertisement, and I don't know the advertisement, but she talked about it, and she says that it starts off with a girl on a bus, and she reads like a tweet or a post on Instagram, and at first this girl starts typing something bad about this person, but then she's like, no, I'll take it down, and she was like, you look stunning, or something like that along the lines. So then that person, who she sees she looks stunning to, it was like an offer effect, like a domino effect, and that person went to do something nice for someone. And then I think, but if I was thinking about the same advertisement, I'm sure it's the same one as where someone's humming something, and then that person takes it home and starts humming that song. It could be a different total advertisement at home. But I thought, yes, that is such a great idea. And it's true. Like, this might be an advertisement, but it works. I mean, if I went out my way and just went to someone, oh, you know what? You look stunning today. You look really good, and you look really well. That person's going to be like, oh, I feel so nice and so fuzzy inside. That she'll go out of her way and be like, oh, Max, I love that top. You really suit that top. And be like, oh, thanks, Sal. And then they'll be like, yeah, mate, you know what? You're looking really good today. And it's like a domino effect. If someone was nice, if you were nice to just one person a day, think of the effect that would have. It's just like, honestly, all's I want, and I know it's probably impossible, I just want the world to just live in harmony and in peace, and people just being equals, and just acceptance, and just the kind to one another. I wish we could just go back the way the times were, that you couldn't unlock your door and let your neighbour come in for a cup of tea, and be like, the door's unlocked, come on in. My grandma used to say when she was little, the door was wide open. It wasn't just unlocked. It was like the whole street. All the doors would be open, and you'll be like, you'll cross the street to get some bread or some sugar. and you just walk in. It would just be so nice, you know what I mean? But I don't know what you'll take from this video. You'll probably just be thinking I'm talking a load of nonsense, or you might take something from it, and hopefully you do. Hopefully you'll listen, but and maybe take on what I've said. That would be nice. But yeah, I remember thinking, seeing someone the other day, because they found out that I did YouTube, and they were like, one day you're gonna be so famous, you're gonna have all these subscribers. And they're like, I don't really care if I don't have them. If I still just have the 500 and odd subscribers, or sometimes some of my videos only get 20 views. If people are watching my video, if 20 people watch my video and they feel positive about my video, because I hardly ever see anything negative, I normally see positive stuff on my channel. I'm not blowing my own horn or anything, but like 99% of the time it's positive. And if people, like, I've had people message me that sometimes they're friends, they'll be like, I love watching your videos because they make me so happy. If that's what it takes, if this is how things last for years to come, I'm happy because I'm doing my job. It's not about the fame, it's not about the subscribers. I just want to entertain people, and I want to make people laugh, and I want to make people happy. So yeah, so don't be dumb, click that thumb, be generous, share with your friends, and I shall see you next time.